Hey, good evening, and I hope you're well. I'm doing good. It is 2 days? 2 days before Captain Con. My lord. I remember back in October thinking, wow, I have all these months where I can have no conventions to have to staff at or anything like that. So much time. And oh my gosh, I'm 2 days away from my first con of the year. And then I'll be 2 weeks from the next one. Wait, no, 3 weeks from the next one, I think. So I hope people are well. So, one thing I've been doing this week, which has been, it started out with its usual frustrations, but now it's going good, is I have started 3D printing for reals. Hey, Bacon Golem, how are you? So, I still gotta cure the ladies, but we have from my classes, I've got male and female paladins. I mean, with that armor you can non-metal metallic with. These all came from. Oh, I didn't. Oh, that's the right place. So these came from Titan Forge, where they had a whole bunch of like PCs type minis for not for sale. Actually, these were free STLs. So I'll make sure I give them a shout out at the con and tell people about them. So that's what I've been doing the last couple nights. One thing I learned is I'm not gonna put up as much as you can put 20 on there, and I'm like, there's no way you can put 20. I tried doing the standing up, but that totally failed. Basically, I print everything on an angle like this, and that way it doesn't fail. And I add a bazillion supports, and they came out pretty good. I'm happy with them. I'd enjoy painting them. So, alright, so let's see. Hi, Bacon Golem, and hello, Alley Cat. How are you tonight? And I'm gonna see Clopbot's awake because it's not talking. It says it's awake. Okay, so it's probably just waiting. How are you guys tonight? I noticed Cyanus is actually streaming. He's playing games, I think. Chillin' and shaking in Pal World. Oh, it's gonna be a game. He wants to stream so once in a while. It's kind of nice. So, I'll be back to working on this lovely lady. I think she's coming out pretty good. As to whether or not she's going to be good enough, who knows? Alright, so I'm going to grab. Oh, no, it's out. I'm going to take out my water, first of all. I actually realized I forgot the water. I do have all my brushes. And some Monument Hobbies titanium white. Because these are supposed to be like White Dragon scales. Tired of getting a little painting. What are you painting? What thing are you working on tonight? Are you and if Bacon Golem is still lurking about? Are you still working on your protein? I'm exhausted, by the way. I've been up. Oh my god, excuse me. I've been up like super late. Maybe not super late, but late enough. For some people, it'd be super late. Every night this week playing with that printer, trying to get it to go. And it finally went. Oh, that's right, Dark Souls guy. And then I've had to get up early because, well, today even earlier because of the friggin' snowstorm. And so. So on the scales, when it comes to scales, the highlighting, it said I tend to. It looks weird if you highlight each scale. It's almost like you gotta consider the whole unit. So like these up here have the most light will be the brightest. The good news I got today was that a Night Whisper will be joining Geltip and I at Captain Con on Saturday and Sunday. I told him if you want a crash space, you can crash with me. The con's paying for my room, but they were supposed to be paying for a room for me and Geltip. And he went and got his own room for some reason. Even that off a little more. I'll make these super bright. Now, this is not going to Captain Con. Let's see. Putting my duplicate. Let's see. I'm currently organizing and inventorying all my paints using an app called Paint Rack. I've heard of that app. Putting my duplicate ones in a storage drawer, keeping all the others in an organized fashion in my Typhoon paint racks. What the fuck? See, I told you I'm really freaking tired. Plus, work has just been an absolute bear. So. Oh, I know I use Steely Gray. I'm gonna take a little Steely Gray and mix in the white because I'm just a hint on those recessed areas. So that's just a tiny bit darker. Because I want to smooth those areas out. So I have 6 paint racks on my wall. I'm tempted to get 2 more. I have so much paint. And then I have duplicates. So when I came home from Nova, I have like a Song of Fire and Ice game box that they actually fit really well in. So I put all the duplicates in that. And then I have another shelf. Then my bookshelf, I actually have even more on there. They have both. I have like a variety pack of things. And then I also have my GW paints on there. New flecks of paint. There we go. So in a few minutes, probably about 9 o'clock, I'm gonna leave like right in front of the camera. But you hear me? I'm just gonna go take a quick look and make sure everything is stuck to the build plate. I've been doing that. We had some issues with it sticking to the build plate, and then I leveled the head, and that seems to have cured it all. I think it's because I moved the printer for Christmas. You know, in the same vein, I should really lighten up the insides of this a little bit, because they would also be lighter. I probably should have done this first. I can go back over it though. I heard a dingy ding. Blades! What's up? How are you doing? How was your stream? Hello, Painterly Git. You two are like the two musketeers. How are you tonight? What were you working on your stream? What have you been working on, Painterly Git? That's a good point too. What are you working on too? Wait, what's all Painterly's fault? I painted Gus the ghost and made a mini diorama with him. Oh, cool! I'm sure, hopefully, I will bump into wherever you post this. If you want, well, you don't have pictures of it now. I'm working on the Deadly Divas from Rumble Slam. Deadly Divas, that sounds amazing. I don't think I've seen those, but that sounds amazing. Working that one up here. And I'm working on this lovely, you've seen it though probably, because I've been working on it for like, what is this, like stream 11, 12, something like that. All of it. Yep. No, I can't wait. I can't. Yeah, it said hopefully I'll see this masterpiece when it goes up on Insta. Was that all of? Was that? So wait, was that Painterly Git's fault? Oh no! But you found it. You found where everybody came. The Ray left a brother behind. It. Don't we all hate that? But you found it. You found me. Hi everyone. I'm Muse's Touch. Or you can call me Carol. I'll answer to either. I'm a long-time gamer, occasional GM, and a commissioned mini painter. Right now, I'm painting a thing for a little 4-person competition because I can't enter my own competition. I can't enter the regular one. It's my competition. I organize it for Total Confusion Gaming Con. And basically, there's 4 of us who are going to enter this. I have to actually readjust my camera again. S Blades, she had a vulture. Sorry, my friggin', I can't see with these glasses on. I asked Blades if she had a vulture when she thought she was done. A vulture? She did, so she painted it. Oh, I see. So you painted the ghost, And then he's like, you got a vulture? So then you painted that too, and you made a diorama out of it. That's cool. Now, one of the rules is we are not turning these into dioramas because it's a painting competition, not a diorama competition. So the rule is basically we have to paint it. You get a little terrain on the base or whatnot, but you can't do anything like you can't like build a whole base and make a whole story out of it. And that's the rule. It's so that people can just pick their favorite one. It's about painting skill, or just what people like. So it's myself, Gel Tip, Night Whisper, and this fourth guy named Peter Shaw, who is a Reaper. A Reaper MSP gold medalist. Because he's really good, yo. He's so good. He had silver medal this last year, but that's because what he entered was something that was small, I think, and he couldn't do a lot with it. Oh, it's got two minis, and does it tell a story? You have it kind of telling a story, then it's a diorama. You should see my my dioramas, and this, I have to still fix this one. I'm still gonna retool it. But I mean, my dioramas are this big. That's it, but my tiny ramas are this big. If I can get on there. It's only like a large base. I do have to do some retooling. I gotta like paint. I want to paint the faces and the angels better. And I gotta paint the clouds now that I actually know how to handle them. So it's the few bits. I think the rule is if the few bits on a base tell a story, it's a diorama. I keep flipping this up, and I know it's not a great angle for you guys all to see. But I keep flipping up because I want to see where the light's hitting. So I'm kind of doing an overhead light thing. Let's see if we can do some in-betweens here. That's funny. I'm like looking, like taking paint off like the brush. I don't taste any paint, so I don't know if I'm getting any paint off of there or whatnot. But yeah, it works. I want to make this one slightly lighter than this one, so it sort of transitions into the white. Then after this, I'm not sure what I'm doing. There's so much to do. Why we've like all said, why in the hell did we pick this mini? We love this mini. We know why we picked it because it's very cool, and there's a lot you can do with it. I mean, there's definitely space here and such that you can do some freehanding and things. So I think that's why you picked it. Competition painting, by the way, one of the things that can certainly help you is pick your pick your mini. Your mini choice is actually pretty key. You want something that's not ridiculously busy so that you can have some potential of doing your own thing with it. Paint them elk necks. Wait, paint what? Oh, paint the elk? Paint the dead elk on the back? That is so depressing. I want to cut the thing off. And you know what? I saw another Frost Giant mini. It was the same damn thing. It had a friggin' elk on the back. I'm like, what the hell? What time is it, by the way? All right. Actually, I'm gonna put this down. I'm not going far. Okay. I'm gonna keep talking. I'm just gonna go to the other side of my room. Unfortunately, my camera isn't over there. But I'm 3D printing, and I just wanted to take a quick look and make sure that my print is stuck to the base plate. Hey, I've got all sorts of helpful hints I've learned. So I basically hit the pause button and it raises the head, and I can see. So all right, I'm gonna hit the pause button, and then I'm gonna say whether or not this is a new file, so we'll see. And take a flashlight. I'll take a flashlight, I'm looking. Oh, I think I see. I think yes. All right, that's it. And I can do a happy dance because they're sticking to the build plate and not the tank. And I was having that issue until I re-leveled my printer. Ahead. I know it's her rash. It's her food supply. Maybe a little fur too. That way, if she doesn't catch village child, she doesn't starve. Well, actually, I don't know. If giants eat people, that's not cannibalism, right? They're not the same species. So I guess that tracks. I feel like this mini has. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna readjust. I always have to readjust the focus on my camera for some reason. Every friggin' time. Although it doesn't look so bad on my. This is why I watch Twitch. I put the Twitch on because I could see what it looks like. Hey, for once it actually... Of course it could be my eyes too. I put where I'm going to paint. That looks better. Hopefully that looks better on Twitch too. Yeah, that looks way better on Twitch. It drives me crazy. Maybe I'll shade this scale just a hair. keep it bright, but it does curve, so probably where the curves down. Alright, I should play with the other side now. This is gonna be the tricky one to keep on camera, because whenever I flip my my handle around, I always end up... First, actually, I think I'm gonna do this. Let's take a look. You know what? For the moment, I'm just gonna kind of mark what I want light. Hmm. Okay. So now I'm going to start adding some layers of this titanium white. Using that, what I did as a guide. I'm sorry you have to run too. I really enjoy your company. You're funny. So, and you were chatting. But have a great night. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you around. Gonna lighten up this bottom scale a little bit. I'm gonna blend that in a little bit. This in here is recessed, so I'm sorry, it's not recessed, but it's also got the fur it's kind of covering. It's blocking out the overhead light. So basically I kind of put a shadow line there. Okay. I think That's pretty good for the scales. Little probably white dragon scales. We said earlier about not knowing which part to next where I'm at with the giant fate we around stuck, so I changed projects. Yeah, I mean, and that happens. I do have an idea of where I'm going with this. Well, we're all trying to figure out what is the deal with these gauntlets. I mean, there's like patches of stuff on them. I think that's one of the things we're all a little lost on is what we do with these. Let's see. I mean, I guess it could be. I mean, there's like, I don't know if you can see right here. My camera's not the best. And then my yeah, you can kind of make that out. So see right there, there's this little area that's kind of raised, and there's underneath, and then there's other little. I'm not trying to figure out what the frick the deal is with that. What the heck is up with that? You know, it's funny. Jason Weavy's been liking my picture. He's actually been we follow each other on like social media, and he's the guy who sculpted this, and he's been picking up on it and been liking them. And I've been so tempted to call him out, going, "What in the heck is all this stuff, Jason? What is your thought on this?" Yes, it's so confusing. So, one thing, so here's putting this into action is, I don't know if it'll be helpful. I don't think it particularly was, because I've been looking at it. But just to put into my words into action, this is when you go to Google Images and you put in Reaper Frost Giant Ranger. And you can put painted too if you really want to. And we see how people interpreted it. Because I'm not really sure how to interpret this. Now there's someone who sort of ignored the whole issue and just painted them basically one color with the fur another. But it's all the same color. That's one idea. I can just ignore all those patches. I'm not sure what they did. I love their color scheme go with the greens and such. Although, oh yeah, that's right, it does go through. So the leather does go through her hand. One nice thing is there are definitely images here of this. A lot of people just seem to have ignored that that's a thing. See, now that looks like wrapping. Yeah, I think they do too. So most people seems to have ignored what those patches are and just made it all one color. But I don't want to be most people. Sometimes I look at this and be like, okay, I want to avoid people. What people are doing. Oh, that's not focused. Yeah, that's not focused. Oh my god, look at the red hair. Oh, that looks dope. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do for her hair color yet. Alright, I think what I might do, I think I'm going to go along with the idea that, shut that up. Maybe I will paint the whole thing. Before I tried to do gauntlets the same way. What do you do all the time? ignore it and paint it all the same color? My printer is printing. Okay. We're like, all of a sudden, my printer gets quiet. My printer is quiet. Oh, search for image. Yeah. That is the go-to. That's my go-to. What colors did I use? I used buckskin pale, oiled leather. Where? Oh, rich leather. That's what I did. So I don't think I'm gonna go crazy, but I think I will. I'll do it as I'm gonna paint the whole thing this rich leather, and then I'll paint things other stuff. Whoops, rich leather still needs to be shaken. I can't do it. I'll sound like a vortex mixer, right? So in choir, we'll have a little music thing here. So in choir, we got a new choir director this year who was wonderful. I missed the old one because she was wonderful too, but she retired, which is a nice thing, so she could spend some quality time with her husband, doing all sorts of things and going places and my new choir director had this exercise where we actually, well, she says bubble. So you take a bottle of water and you drink it down so you don't make a mess. And then you take a straw and you have to bubble the water. That's actually fairly easy. And then she said, well, you can also try going, I can't do it. Like that. Okay, is that kind of like, no, that's not quite like where you blow into a trumpet. But there's actually multiple benefits to doing this singing wise. So last Sunday I decided didn't feel like grabbing water, so I did the buzzing of the lips, and oh my god, that is so much more difficult. But it has to do with focusing your air. You want to keep your lips moving, and you need the air to basically propel them. And I'm like, it's so much harder. So from now on, I'm going to do it without because I think it's harder to do it without. Alright, so I'm just going to paint the whole thing. Oh, I want this to match the boots. This is sort of the whole putting into practice that whole thing where I have like colors kind of splashed all over. So that it sort of draws the eye around the piece. So my 3D printer crisis of the day actually is that I'm actually running out of resin. So I'm wondering how many more things I can get before I run out. And I don't think they sell resin in stores. If anybody knows if any of the big, like, I don't think anybody carries it in stock, and maybe that's because of what it is. If anybody wants to donate, maybe I got some resin out there that I'll buy off of you. Let me know. I need it tomorrow, and only tomorrow. I had no idea. This is the first time I've really actually printed a bunch of minis. And I had no idea how many you get. So this was a test run, but I feel like it's not going to be enough. However, that said, nothing to worry about because I've got I have an emergency stash of minis. And I'm going to probably just grab all my stashes of paint and take minis and bring them with me and put them out. I got my class ones, like the two class ones I wanted done, which were the paladins. They would make for a good. Oh, was that her hand? Uh-oh. I'm gonna wash that out because I think that's actually part of her hand. I thought that was part of the. Sorry, I'm like. Once again, when I flip this upside down, I have a hard time keeping it on camera. Okay. I'm gonna grab some of that glacial. Wait, yeah. Glacial. No, I want to do Sky Shadow, which was my dark color that I started with. And then I'll put some glacial. Oh, come on. I love the Sky Shadow color, but it tends to be really thick. It's not very opaque. It's very, very translucent. I mean, it's just not, for some reason, this color, even if I mix it up. Comes out kind of thin. Let's let that dry. She's got some fur right there. See when I have killed it this way. Gel Tip! Hey, Gel Tip, do you want to come to my house and bring me a thing of resin? I'll buy it. So, the great news was, Gel Tip, with all the issues I had with printing, which is why I was like sort of in panic mode, I resolved them. I figured out what was wrong, and I did it. However, I now am running out of resin. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. I think you're a girl. If you're an Amber. How are you doing? She's looking hot. Yeah, she's looking so hot. She's looking sexy as fuck, right? Of course, that would be really scary. Yeah, so I might run out of resin before I get everything done that I wanted to do. So I'm printing up some of, what's her name again? It's not Kiwanis. God damn it. The person who donated the STLs. I'm using the paint and take basically as a way to advertise, so make sure you bring those cards. Oh my god, if it wasn't against the rules of engagement. Kiwana minis. Actually, is that just she? It's a she, right? Do they have their own? They don't have their own contest at Reaper, do they? So I might try to pay if they did. No, okay. It's somebody else I'm thinking of as a company that begins with a K. So yeah, that's why. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to have plenty of minis anyways because I'm going to bring all my emergency stashes. I'm going to probably bring the Game of Thrones ones that I took home from Nova, the leftovers. I'll bring I have a bag, like a gallon bag that's at least half full of Reaper minis, so there's quite a few in there. So that's where I'm at anyways, but hey, Gel Tip, do you want to see what I bring in for my class? Do you wanna? You do. I like to see the last thing you said was no, so it's like he could just be saying no to me. All right, so one of these, the female paladins, I still have to cure, and I still have to pull out the extra support. So, but here they are. That's a male and female paladin. Look at all that armor. So wait, so gel tip. What do you think for my non-metal metallic and my get your army on the table? I think they came out pretty nice. The first ones didn't, and that's why I was panicking. And now it's like it's running great. It's absolutely running great. Everything's sticking to the build plate, which I was having big issues with. Put 8 on, get 6 out, get 4 out. I'd pick them up. What do you mean I picked them up? I have 6 minis bigger than the other 4. Oh, what? Oh, on your. That doesn't really matter, though, right? Wait, what? Wait, did you unintentionally? Did you unintentionally make 2 of them larger, or 2? Wait, did you unintentionally make 6 of them larger, or forget to make the others larger? Yes. Oh my. Well, wait. See, like my software, I make 1 and then I copy it however many times I want, and then I arrange them. So, like, if I go and I put in all the supports and everything, and then I copy that, it'll copy it. Which is really a mystery why, when I did that, one of my male paladins failed. Once they all stuck to the build plate. You got cute, though. What's your take on these friggin' gauntlets, by the way? I must have done 25mm or 32 this year. I think 25, not 28? I mean, I knew, by the way, I knew these were like some sort of fabric or something, or leather, because they've got the stitching. Well, you know what I would do? You have 6, they're bigger than the other 4. I would resize the 4. But how come you... So you just... Oh, that's weird. It's still weird, though. I would still have taken 1 and copied it 6 times. And my printer is running right now, and everything. It said, I'm so happy. I did a happy dance when I saw that everything was stuck. So yeah, what the hell am I painting? I'm painting the bard. I'm printing the bard right now. The Catfolk bard. I'm actually really excited to have our minis there. I do, so I need to decide where I want to go. Try replenish 25mm from last year. Yeah, well, that's what you said. What did I not listen to? What? I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. Yeah, 25mm. I said 4 of 4 left over. I printed the 6 this year. I accidentally did the 32. But, like, didn't you reset up the build? Like, didn't you reset up the file? Or did you take a file you used last year? See, that's where the disconnect is. When your slice file, which is I'm gonna keep my slice file so I can just reprint them. But wouldn't you just pull up your slice file from last year and reprint it? And wouldn't it be all the same size of the file? Oh, you got a new print? Yeah, but did you get a new slicer? You must have got a new slicer. Oh. Oh, okay. I said, or did you get a new slicer too? It's a bigger bill plate. So much for getting like 20 minis on this, because the thing I found is you gotta really turn them sideways. Or so I found. So yeah, no, I listened or read. It was just that's why I was like trying to figure out, how you had it one way last year and then it was completely different this year when I would have just. But I forgot you got a new printer. That makes sense. I like my printer when it goes well. I have to print more, which means I need to buy more resin. Maybe I'll put some in order. I got money in my in my convention war chest, so I can do that. um, that's a little dicey. I don't know. Maybe not. Likely not at this con. But on the other hand, you it seems like a lot of people tend to sign up at the last minute. So I don't know. I'm going to safe route and I'm going to make sure I have at least 10 for each class. Maybe I'll use my Reaper minis for the class, for my basic painting class. And I'll use Kawana's for the paint and take. And I wish I had more time to do paint, to grab one of those, snag when I'm printing and paint it. But I'm going to be busy painting probably Doctor Who figures.
Moist.
Moist. Do cool. Oh my god, do cool. What's up? Oh, we were talking. Oh, I was talking about you on Monday. Were your ears burning? My gauntlets are fur wraps and leather. I mean, I could see the fur there. But, like, there's patches on them. Are we just making them different colors of leather? And, like, I'm wondering if I make these, I wonder if I should make a different color, too. Because they don't seem to be the same. They don't seem to be the same thing as the rest of it. I don't know. I'll paint down. Let's see if it is all connected. But there's all these, like, weird. I said, I've been so tempted because Jason Weeby, who's the sculptor, has been actually seeing my pictures of her. And like it because he likes them. And I've been so tempted to put it on there on one of these sites. Jason, what the hell is half this shit on this thing? You forgot what you were doing. Hey, Dooku, guess what? We had an earthquake in New England. That people could feel. And I think I said the other night, you'd friggin' laugh at everyone's reaction because, like, in Japan, it's so, like, it's just such a part of life. That, everyone here may, like, I mean, no damage or anything like that. It was only a 4. Actually, there was about a 3.8, but everybody felt it but me. I didn't feel it. No, I've only felt one earthquake in my whole life, or 2 if you count the aftershock. I did not feel this. Nobody in my place felt it. People felt it everywhere else, like in Haverhill and in the Cape and things like that, not where I was, in Little Old Lawrence. There was no tsunami, but it was actually off the coast too. It was in the ocean, probably not far off, not far out to sea. My phone's alarm doesn't go off until it's about to die. Ooh. um. So I'm working and I look at lunch. I like have no time to look. I look at lunch. Oh no, TJ texted me. And because he's got an iPhone, I get his text on my computer at work. And he's like, there was an earthquake, off of Portsmouth Beach. I don't know if there's a Portsmouth Beach, but at Portsmouth, we think Godzilla's attack. Like, I go, wait, an earthquake? And so I go look up. Sure enough, it's an earthquake. I'm like, and then at lunchtime I scroll through notifications and realize Joe also freaking texted me saying, yeah, we thought there was a sonic boom, but it was an earthquake. And then he told me later it felt like an explosion. He goes, people were worried there might have been a bomb at the friggin' they work at a federal building. Technically, the Passport Center is a federal building, even though it's not owned by the federal government. It is a company, believe it or not, a Canadian company, making our passports. So be it. So, he said later. Oh yeah, and it made me laugh what he said. He basically, I screen capped my weather app because it shows where earthquakes are, and I screen capped it showing it's right off of Portsmouth. And he goes, "Oh, that explains that." So he goes, "Yeah, we thought it. It felt like it was close." He goes, "The whole building shook," and I'm like, "Honey, it was an earthquake. Of course, the whole building shook." I mean, maybe I could just claim Washington D.C. or parts of Florida. A certain part of Florida if he's there golfing. You have to watch what you say on the internet because you'll have the Secret Service at your house if they think you're making threats. And I know this because that happened to one of my husband's college roommates. He was on the radio. He was on the college radio station and it was an offhand comment. It was just like, it was a joke. But the Secret Service didn't think it was funny. Where he basically said something threatening about killing the president or whatnot. And the Secret Service showed up at his house. At the dorm. Going, what the fuck, yo? So you gotta be careful what you say. And Secret Service, no, I would never in a million years. I wouldn't hurt a fly. So. Looks like to me I could make those different. I realized I kind of killed one of my little stitches there because of how I highlighted it. But, you know, I personally really don't want to fall into the ocean, and I'm too damn close to it, so I'm thinking the fur might actually be in there too. You know what I see though? I see a friggin' mold line. That's what I see. At least I haven't got very far on it. Oh, all my tools are away. I could use the knife with the really crappy blade on it. It will still take it off. It's just not the best. This bowl is like right in the middle of a bunch of stuff, so. Oh, maybe I can't use this. Not a very good knife. I have a good one, it's just. I feel like getting it. I want to try this first. Alright, let me see. Use my brush to take off. Let's see if that worked out. Otherwise, yeah, I think that actually worked out okay. Alright, so I want to get this as a fairly smooth coat. I'm going to go over it again. Alright, here we go. You're all probably like, what the hell is she talking about? So what are you up to, Dukel? What are you up to today? Anything good? Any sports stuff today? What's it? Anybody else have anything cool they're up to, or anyone going to cons this weekend? Other than, I believe there are other cons going on other than Captain Con. There's a white spot here. So it is Wednesday, so we should be raiding into our usual Wednesday night person, Gareth Reidmar, whose birthday just went by. I believe it was over the weekend. And I will probably join his Discord chat so I can chat with him while he's working. While I'm working. And while the printer works. I think I'm just going to keep the two sizes and let them choose. Yeah. No, that's fair. I would do that. You're actually at the supermarket? Hello, everybody at the Japanese supermarket. And I'll be working on a bunch of writing things. Oh, that's cool. Night Whisper. Oh, nice. We three are all on. Hey, guys. Hi, Night Whisper. How are you tonight? So, I did mention this sort of last night. Do you think at some point before Total Crime we should have a triple stream where we're all working on these? Did we do this last year? Yeah, I mean, said I've got the minis, but I need to. I'll have to try to prime. I gotta see if I've got enough spray-on primer for this. Not bad. There was a group in guild that was running some missing keys for me, trying to get KSM. Oh, that's right. We did triple stream worked on Connie. I still have my second Connie here. Oh, I was the one I was working on that, and I never finished it. I want to finish it because I want to put her on my ship. I do have an addition to the ship this year. I have like all those cannons I was painting. That's new. My goal is to keep expanding on that. I want to paint the lighthouse, but I don't know if it's happening this year with everything that's going on. Everything I'll paint between now and ReaperCon, I want to be some sort of a competition piece. So that means, guys, when we pick, I plan on doing Amusing Friends, you know, where we all pick a mini. I mean, I'm hoping you guys want to do it. It will be next. I can really good. I probably have to start. I don't have to start voting yet. It's gonna be in March. We can pick. We'll pick the mini in February, and it'll be basically have March to paint it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going, I think. Go there with this color. Yeah, maybe I will just paint it. I think that's gonna be weird if I did something else. But the question is, would you guys want to do a triple stream at some point where we paint these guys? And then the question would be when. Like a Sun, maybe. Well, Sunday nights are hard now because I actually have my game on Sunday nights. But my game ends at 8:30, so or thereabouts. So we could almost start something at 9. Oh, is that when you start 9? Yeah, so my game goes. It's always 2 hours, so it's 6:30 to 8:30. So I could foreseeably do something at 9. And then we pick Sunday because you two were streaming then, anyways. I don't know if Gel Tip could do it. I'm just making sure that, Gel Tip has it done this year when it's time to turn him in. Oh, why is my note? See, I've been sneezing all day, although I haven't really here. Oh, yeah, that's right. So this is whole detail I'm going to have to figure out. The good thing with oils is I must finish my use 24 hours in advance. Oh, that's true. Well, I mean, nobody's going to touch it. Nobody's going to handle the mini. So you could finish it later. Alright, so I can't totally avoid all metal on this honor. There's a little rivets there. No, you were there early. No, you were there earlier. It was just not finished. And then you took it back that evening. No, you were there like 2:30 if I recall. Or 3. You weren't that late. And I didn't put them out for a vote until after you got there. And then you took it back in the evening and finished it. And then you get a lot more votes on Saturday than you did on Friday. That's alright. I think Peter Shaw is just gonna wipe the floor with this anyways. I think he's gonna get all the votes. We're gonna get nothing. They're all just gonna be in his jar. I mean, that's right. I need 4 red solo cups this time. I have to fix these at some point. Those are driving me crazy. No, what do you mean no? Let them write the number in one cup. No. It's so much easier to do it the other way. I make it very obvious of what thing goes in what cup. Plus also, I need to reuse the slips of paper. So, I mean, I could take and write them on there. I could print up a bunch that have the numbers on them, but I recycle it. So if you write on it, it's like you can't recycle it. It's a very good plan. It's very clever.
Moist.
Gareth! Oh my god, is it that late? It's that late. How are you? Yes! You know, I got a new mat. I got an army painter mat. Because they sold it at Creator Pull Games, which is... It's where, I was running the paint day for Queen's Gambit, and Queen's Gambit closed down, but Creator Pull Games had always shared that space. So I was like, yeah, I wanted it. I was like, I looked at them like, you know, everybody uses a cutting mat, so why don't I? So the question is, do you need to crash with one of us? And Geltip, you got your own room, didn't you? Like, totally missed. You failed the assignment. You're supposed to just... Oh, Gareth! Actually, speaking of the assignment. Gareth, if you want to go to ReaperCon... If I even think I told you then, don't do that. They'll make sure they get a 2-queen room and you can room with me. And that way we save the con money and you save you money. Oh, well that's... Yeah, but I mean, you could still do that. You would still... I mean, unless you sleep in separate beds. You would still do that as long as you don't care. I just go to my room and I just go to the room at night and sleep. That's it. That's what I do at a con in my bedroom. I go to sleep. And nothing else. No partying. I don't sit there drink. I don't watch TV all night. I might look at my phone, but I don't have any sound. Yeah, I think we both have floor space because both have our... Well, wait, Geltip, you're not gonna have an orc's paint... You're not gonna have orc in there with you again, are you? I can guarantee there will be space in my room. I'm not sure. I have a funny feeling there are 2 beds in my room, too. I don't know what Geltip got. Alright, so Gareth, are you still there? Or are you working? Because I got a question for you. Speaking of the assignment. Okay. I got a question for you, though. So, you said you might want to go to ReaperCon, right? This year? Now, if you did not book a room, well, you're SOL. Rooms went so fucking fast. Like, I was on there right at the go time, and I didn't get one of the block rooms. I got a suite. Which is fine. I really like their suites. But it's a little more money. But point being, as I have room. There's a couple of things. There's a couple of chances, but we could use a third. If you were interested in going and wanted to stay at the con. Yes. Yes, they did. They sold out about as fast as tickets for BlizzCon. Okay, so here's the deal. Alright? We can knock off a little off your part of the bill. So if you stay with us, I'll give you the deets. So here, the thing of it is, all I could really get, otherwise it was going to get even more costly, was a king. Basically, it's a king suite. technically it sleeps 4. It's got a king, and I'm pretty sure it's got a pull-out couch, which is why it sleeps 4. So, if you don't want to share a space with a bed or whatever with the two of us, you could get a really comfy air mattress. DJ's got a really awesome air mattress. That thing is stupidly comfortable. And we could put it in there. There's plenty of room. Or you could just sleep with one of us. Well, alright, that sounds weird, but you know what I mean. We don't have to make it weird. And as I said, if you want to do 4 space, I'll even knock a little off and have you $400 for the whole thing. Because it's right now, I think I figured it out. If we 3 shared, it's about $432 for the entire for all the nights. It's already weird. I know I made it weird. I'm trying not to. Problem is, we as humans make it weird. And really, I've had so many interesting sleeping arrangements at conventions. I go to a lot more conventions than my husband does, so, and if I'm staffing, I basically I'll be sleeping next to a perfect stranger. Usually staff people are cool though, so I just ask, please, for the love of God, don't put me with somebody who drinks. Will come in at 2 a.m. hammered and pukes all over the place. Thank you very much. So, I mean, we have enough crash space. The reason why I thought of you is because you're probably going to drive there. And if you drive there, you could probably bring a air mattress if you want to do the air mattress with. Otherwise, as I said, you're more than willing to crash. It's a king-size bed. We probably could. This will be weird. We could probably all fit in there. And none of us are small. Because a king-size bed is pretty friggin' huge. I don't care about snoring. My husband snores, I snore. You're going to have to worry about me. So snoring could be an issue. But the suite is really nice. If we even wanted to save money, I think it's got a kitchenette in there too. So we could even bring food. There's a fridge. I mean, we'd have to go shopping. Jeltip and I would have to go shopping. I don't care. Trust me, I said, my husband snores. Or actually, he used to snore more. I think he snores less. He's lost weight. And, sounds don't tend to bother me. I'll wipe myself out to the point that I will just crash. As I said, it's not a problem. Bummer you have to have one of those, though. So I bet this guy in his late 40s married, so in the middle of the night, I woke up with his leg and arm tripped on me. I swear to God, I don't do that. In fact, I don't even really do that. Sorry. Not to be TMI here, but Joe and I don't actually do that. We like our space. We have a queen size bed, and he's definitely not super large, and I'm not super large, so we have room, and we don't tend to really cling to each other at night. I might end up leaning against him, but I don't have my arms around him or things draped over him. I just kind of stay on my own side. I think we're gonna so I hope you can go, Gareth. I really do. Because, there's one thing though, whether or not, if you and Gel Tip are in the same place, if we're actually gonna cause the entire hotel to implode. When Gen Con was still in Milwaukee, I'm sorry, I'm stalling here because I don't know what to do. I do know what to do. Let's see. I'm trying to find the colors I was using. Chestnut brown. So I want to paint the patches on this thing. I want to do them. I'm gonna do them a couple different colors. So I drink out with Stone Milwaukee. I was in a room with a whole bunch of people from this indie game association on the way back from parties. We stopped by a place called the World's Best Chili. Oh yes, I remember. You told this story. It was the world's best chili. Oh yeah, guys, no chili. Although Gareth, if you go again, we have to hit Waffle House again. That is a must. That was so much fun when we went with you and your dad, and you had your car, so we hit up Waffle House. If we're in the same room, we just can't sleep in there at the same time, as we can't be in the same room for more than a few minutes at a time. Well, it's a 2-room suite, so technically one of you would be in one room and one of you could be in the other. Unless you two are going to be sharing the sleep space. Oh, I suppose if you bring an air mattress. But yeah, it's about, so what I would do is that I think I'd charge you $400 for the inconvenience. Unless you don't care and you want to split the bill 3 equal ways. That should give you an idea how much it is. That doesn't seem right. One moment. Now I'm like curious. Did I put a star on it? Did I star it, which I should have? Last week. No, I didn't star it. That's really dumb. Alright, so how much is it? Let me redo the math here. The total would be really awful. It's like $1,400. I think I determined that was like $432. That's all that shit. So, just so you have the whole dealio. Look! You're gonna move downstairs, have salad. I didn't get to eat before running keys. No, that's fine. That's fine. And we just said, we have a king-size bed in there. We can all fight over it. We're sharing, too. It said it makes it so much more reasonable. Where's my calculator on this thing? Where's my calculator on this thing? Did it go away? Oh no, there it is. Alright, so they changed the calculator on this. So it's... Oh no, it's 472. Oh boy. So yeah, so 472 is what it'd be. And I was thinking, if you get stuck in an air mattress, it'd be friggin', I would have said, I'd friggin' give you a price break. There's 2 rooms. What's the middle? No, it's just 2 rooms. I said there's 2 rooms. There's a pull-out couch in the living room. This is a living room. And then there's at least as far as I know, there's a king-size bed and a pull-out couch. Because it sleeps 4. That's the only way you can sleep 4. I wonder if we could get a roll-away bed in there. I wonder if we could do that. We can check on that when we get there. There's that option. All right. Chasing it around. But I'm trying to figure out what the middle is, Gel Tip. What do you mean by a middle? I don't know, it just says it's a 2-room suite. Oh, it's a 2-room suite, so it's got 1 bedroom and a common area. And the common area is like a living room, and I think it's got a kitchenette if I recall. It's lovely. Before, all I know is it sleeps 4. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, but as far as I know, it's 1 king. So it's got to be 1 bedroom and a living room. So I said, there's like patches and such on this. More stitching right there too, apparently. It's what I could get that wasn't even more obnoxiously expensive. I did what I could. Oh, no, wait, that's another patch. Okay. Where's the end of this? I don't want a ridiculous amount of colors, so. You're watching on the expense and typing on the phone. That's fair. Just ask that you have kids. I think they prefer. I have 2. If Gareth goes. I'll have 2 kids. I'll be the adult. I should have printed out my pirate knolls, but they're not good for the classes. Well, you could have printed out some pirate knolls and put them on the paint take desk. Yeah, no, the common area has a couch. Oh, I wonder if I can pull it up. The big thing is we're actually in the hotel. Free made to order breakfast? Oh, that's pretty sweet. Although, well, actually, we go to Waffle House. Okay. 1 king bed, 2-room corner suite. That's what we got. At least I think that's what we got. Sleeps 4. Seating area with sofa sleeper. That's the second bed. 42-inch HD TV, ironing board, air conditioning, mini fridge, microwave, hair dryer, bathroom amenities, whatever that means. So yeah, it's a sleeper and 1 king. Last time for 140, I got a 2-room suite and now I can't get that deal anymore. Everything has gotten so much more expensive. It's a core, yeah, okay, that's why. But as I said, it's what I try to keep it somewhat affordable for us. I mean, it says I can upgrade my room for $6 a night. I can always investigate that. Alright, I'm gonna paint the other one then. Alright, so the other patches I'm gonna do, I think, ruddy leather. I should pull out black and brown and make them super dark. What's it? Since my only national convention, I'm fine with that. Upgrade if you want to, but make sure everyone staying there is fine. Well, it'd be I mean, it'd be still under 500. I mean, I guess I could see what that entails. Alright, how does this go? Jeez, I'm having a problem here. Houston, I'm having a problem. There's a spot right there that needs more paint. Is there not? Oh, no, there is. There's one little patch here. Maybe there isn't another one. Because the rest looks kind of like just the leather is wrapped. Alright. Where's my black and brown? Okay, 15 more mesh. Well, I sit here and kind of lay out what I'm doing here. Oh god, I hope honest to God, I hope Gareth gets it. I hope Gareth goes. That just would be so much fun. And I don't think it's gonna implode. Nah. But it is funny, the whole thing of how they kept missing each other the last time. That actually be sharing room this time, and there's no avoiding it. I do like that. That stands out nicely. There really doesn't seem. There doesn't seem to be another. Let's see another patch on this, other than this. Right here. Oh no, wait, let's see. I think I can do this one. I think I can do right there. Not that any of you can see this, jeez. A 9-hour print? You can hear the printer? It's picking up on the mic. Okay. I'm gonna take a little oil blather. That's the printer. So it is working. It said it's working. Oh, Night Whisper. I've been having fun showing these off. After stream, when I'm hanging out with Gareth, I'm gonna probably be cleaning my female paladins, but these are the ones. Now this ended up being shiny, but I think it's because I need to wash it more. I don't care. I'm gonna prime it. Oh, this one actually still has a thing on it. Have to get that out. Oh, I missed a couple spots. But anyway, so you see, this is not so shiny. But I have to still clean it. I have to go through these. And the female ones have to cure. And I have 16 of the female and 11 of the other guys. Unfortunately, that's just how it worked. At least I got them. At least I have enough for class. That's what I was looking for enough for 2 classes. And I have 10 seats, so 20. Paladins. Because I needed something to do. I needed armor for the non-metal metallic class. I love it. I'm so happy. This is why I have the printer, was to do stuff for cons. Alright, I'm going to take a little oil blather. Now we're going to start making this look a bit more like what is on the bottom. and lightening it up a little bit. I really like the way the leather came out on the boots. And you know what? Come to think of it, Gareth, if you decide to go now, then it means you can be in hell with the rest of us, painting up minis all year to bring to ReaperCon. You better not forget them this time, though. That broke my friggin' heart when that happened. I might have to actually go back in on some of these little recessed areas and darken them more. Do a little lining. One of the things that I really was happy with how the boots came out in the bottom was the lining I did on it. Straighten that line though. So I may do the same thing. So the interesting thing I found. Okay, I see you soon. See you in 5 minutes. Sorry, I was AFK'd by. Well, that's fair. Let me know though when you can, and because as I was saying, the exciting thing means that now if you actually go, it means that now you should spend the next until that weekend working on stuff for the MSP. I'm planning on doing that all year, or at least until Labor Day weekend. Is to work on competition pieces. Although not all gonna be Reaper. It's not like the rest of you who I don't think I have a prayer of ever winning a Sophie. So if I win one, it'd be a friggin' miracle. So I'm only trying to actually achieve better than what I had before. So on my single hero, it was a low silver. But it was silver. I was very happy it was a silver. On my diorama, it was a medium silver. It was a solid silver. Oh, this way. Silver is a silver. There, it's starting to get a little bit of that rap feel to it. All right, have a great night, Bacon Golem. You know what? Hopefully I'll see you on stream, but also I hope I see you at TildaCon. That's it. I'm just looking for improvement. Goals are hard to achieve, so I'm gonna try to keep it realistic. I mean, we do our best. That's the reality is I just want to do my best. I want to put my best work I've ever painted. There's friggin' something here. I was saying, I'm okay doing this because I haven't really progressed that far. So I'm okay with this little fix. Alright, I actually need. Well, I'm looking at that. Well, I mean, it's only one, two, you only get one, two, three, and four. So you had. What the hell is it? So you had a four and two threes for your score? That's what I mean. I mean, a high silver, which is just 1 point for missing out gold, would be a four and two threes, which would be friggin', which is awesome. I had two threes and a two. Did you keep your papers? I said I actually remember what I had, so. Like I said, I remember exactly what. I said, I remember what I had, so. And it was definitely. For my diorama, I had three threes. Hell. Hmm. I'm gonna just see if I can get this. Coat of. Whaled leather on here. I feel like I'm all over the place here. I keep looking at that thinking that's actually part of the fur, so I'll think about it. I can paint over it when I start doing the fur color. So gel tip went to go prime. All right, so it is. Oh, it's after time. Okay, it is time for me to swap streams. How have I got? I got crud on my disk. Oh, 3D printing is so messy. All right, everybody. Oh, this double digits. All right, well, we're gonna go raid Gareth's Fried right now that I've get to a point where I want to stop. Lower her down so we can check it out. Of course, now that it's all blurry again because the camera is focused now higher. All right, everybody, let's go rating. I'm gonna hit that first. Quickly. Well, thank you for being here because if you weren't here, it wouldn't be much of a stream with me just talking to like the empty air. I know. We'll see you on Saturday. All right, here. Let's hit the right button. All right. There we go. Let's all go over to Gareth and hang out, have a great time. I will first of all thank you so much for visiting the Painted Hero Tavern. I always appreciate having people here to chat with and to know I'm not just talking to myself. As a reminder to people who may watch a stream later, because apparently people do. I'm also uploading all these to YouTube. At some point, I'll put a link up on here, but I'm trying to remember to upload them all there, so that way you can always go back and see what I did on a certain project. I'll be back on. I will be back. I will probably not be back until next Wednesday, so I'll be off for a week because I will be at Captain Con this weekend. If you were at Captain Con, come and say hello. I'll be at the painting hangout, and I will also be teaching 3 classes if people go to them. I hope so. I'm period printing minis right now for them. Otherwise, hopefully I'll see you next Wednesday, but normally my streams are Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern and Monday at 7 o'clock, but the next stream will be Wednesday at 8:30. Have a great week. I hope I'll see you then, and happy painting.